And hello YouTubers, CD Mangaka here, giving you guys Ninja Gaiden 3, Day 5, Part 3, and this is actually the final part for this chapter. Reason being is because I actually cut out like a lot of the chapter gameplay, because there's literally like a 10-minute period where you kind of don't do anything, because Team Ninja decided to explore a bit more about trying to make Ryu appear to be human, which I think it didn't really work, but it's nice to see the gesture come out for them to try and flesh out the characters a little more in this series than they have done so before. But with that in mind, this next fight we're going to start off with, I'm using the dual katanas because I'm like, I want to have some fun with these bad boys, which I just got to level 3. So we're just cutting up everybody, and it's taking me a second to get the free ultimate charged up. I do get it. I guess they give it to you free in this fight, so I am now waiting to try and just chain more Steel and Bones, and away we go. And I actually recommend that you drop your ultimate. Like, at this point, I should have dropped my ultimate, but instead, I looked to get another Steel and Bone because I didn't know how many enemies were spawning, and because of that, I only get to use it on one enemy. And just look at that sexiness of that ultimate. It's beautiful. Anyways, right after this fight, we immediately have to refight it with our little bit of a blood curse. I can't remember what these sections were called. Grip of Murder sections. So it's the same fight is what it is. So play it the same way and you're good. I actually died twice in this attempt. I think it's the only time and the only Grip of Murder sequence I've ever died in. Slash, I am not getting my Steel and Bones. I'm like, are you serious? I almost get exploded. I don't use my Nympho though because I'm just like, bah, I'll be fine. So there we go, boom, I finally get a Steel and Bone. I recommend going for a weapon that has more of a delim rate, although the Eclipse Scythe I'm sticking with it because we have this wide open spaces, so it's going to hit a lot more people. I actually get like 3 people at the same time with the Steel and Bone attacking, so I hit 1. And I'm like, awesome, it's awesome. So looking around, I think I decide to, do I use it right now? No. Okay, so get a Steel and Bone. After this, I'm like, alright, times 3 Blood Rage, time for me to drop a dual katana. You can definitely do it in this fight because it gives you more enemies. So, anyways, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hit 5 different people with that. That was 15,000 karma from one ultimate. That is the power of the dual katana ultimate. It is beautiful. It is glorious. I highly recommend maxing that weapon faster than I have, frankly. Anyways, with that big ultimate coming through, now I'm a lot more like, okay, I need to keep this fight because I don't know if I'll be able to replicate it again. So I drop my Nympho just to keep myself alive, and I go about wrapping this fight up because I just got 15,000 karma from one attack. That is just glorious, and I don't mess around here, I just wrap them up, and that is the Grip of Murder fight. So you can definitely get up to times 3 Blood Rage, use a dual katana ult if you maxed it out, and slap some hoes up. Anyways, this is where I cut a lot of stuff. So like Ryu claws his way to his village, like Sanji picks him up, you walk through the village, you get your bow upgraded, so now now you naturally build up power in your bow and arrow. It's like a arrow UT now. So I just skipped this sequence just for a bit continuity's sake. You come and you visit this old grave from that one character that died in the first game that I'm supposed to care about, but because I haven't played like the original Ninja Gaiden games on like the old Nintendo systems, I don't know what's going on. You look so fucking hot. Oh, okay. Anyway, so this is where we're gonna pick up, and this video is longer than the other chapters because I just did not find a point where I wanted to stop the chapter. So I'm like, okay, you guys can sit through. You're gonna sit through it anyway. Let's just throw it all together. So right after that, we're at this point. I'm actually looking up, I think, Gold Scarab location. So turn around, boom, Gold Scarab, take it. Awesome. And then with that, we're gonna be on our merry way. And I actually did like all of this like next 10 minutes in one take, which I'm proud of myself for that. It was all first take as well. So we come on down now. This sequence is it's probably my least favorite part of the game, namely because we do have the support of Momiji, which is nice. I mean, we get a little boo back around there, but the thing is, she's gonna steal kills. She's gonna steal away kills from us. She does draw the aggro of enemies, so we're not gonna constantly be focused once she gets her well-racked butt down here, or I should say chest. Anyways, right. I missed that one, but like you can kind of already see a little bit just like how much she's messing me up. Like she's not letting me bait out the Steel and Bone combo. She's taking a few kills from me. She's making it easier for me not to die, but she's just taking away how much points I can get. So this is just a bit of the most annoying section for me. Right there, I get a really good Steel and Bone come off, and so This definitely alleviates it and probably makes it in a way the easiest section of the game in a way. But at the same time, it's just like, wow, I could be having so much more points right now. Rawr. Like, let's see, I do get that one.
Master Ryu, you're amazing.
That's what she said. I'm going to be saying a lot of that. So. When we jump up here and more ninjas spawn, we're going to have some Bengals in this fight. We're going to have a lot of bomb-slinging archers up in the riverbeds. Top of this little canyon, valley, river. I don't even know what to call it. So as you can see, I'm pulling away. She's got 2 ninjas at fighting her. So that's nice. They're not focused on me. But like right there, I could have probably had another one. Didn't happen though. I'm just using the dual katanas though because I want to. Anyways, I see the missiles are coming down. So I am trying to run the heck back. But the Bengals are forcing me forward. And I think there is still a bit of that missile buggy where the missiles will just don't give a shit about the terrain and fly through. So I try to get an arrow off. Very poor decision on my part. I get a bit of romp and stomp in the face by Bengals, so I'm like, okay, hold up. Let's take a moment here. Give me a lot of health back. And I have a breathing moment, so I fire off my arrow. You don't need to charge UT on it at all. And again, just kind of using what I want to use at this point. Falcon Talons work, Dragon Sword works. Use what you want. Use what you want. So Momiji will help you and basically make it just easier to kill enemies. Harder to chain steel and bone stuff, but this isn't really the fights where we can get away with that anyway. So, anyways, these guys. Anyways, more rocket ninja spawn, so I pull the fight back a bit. And I finally switch over to the Eclipse Scythe. Just to give me a little more range in this fight. Because we did have a guy extra for Steel and Bone. I was afraid I wasn't going to hit that one right there. But we do, and then now more Bengals! Except these are like the wing types, and they're like, oh gosh. They're like, hey, I'm going to drop the base on you by flying up in the air and crap. They're like dubstep, I guess. I just made that up. So I do get one to limb. They go for an OT. And I do get an ultimate. I'm like, oh goody, an ultimate. So do I switch? No, I get grabbed in the face and set on fire. So I go with the dual katanas again. Charge the UT, drop a hoe. And very effective, as you can see. The ult's very good. And I have to take out the compliment button. While it's cool that you can see what combos you can do, it just kind of gets in the way for me at least. So you can see just like how BS this is. Like there's trees and walls in the way. I can't aim at him, but he can just shoot at me forever. Now he's finally hitting stuff, and then I'm like, okay, hold up. This is one powerful UT arrow. Like, there you are. So I hit him, then more of them come down. I think, looks like only one does. So I'm just like, duel me, bitch. And Momiji and I kill him. Yay. So now we get to the little cobweb thing, because they're Spider Clan, get it? Lol. And I'm interested why like the spider ninjas are all set up around our freaking shrine. Like why have we not had an invasion, like anti-invasion force? So I'm about ready to run on ahead, but I'm like, oh wait, birdie, yay, give me health. This would have been actually a good point to stop and make the next part of the chapter, but I mean it's just like doesn't feel like a whole lot. So good place to take a break if you need the break, I suppose, is right after that save Falcon. Yay! Have I got the other one going? Hold up, no I haven't. Okay, so I'm gonna get the next video uploading. I'm literally making commentary and uploading all the videos like at the same time. So, anyways, this fight breaks out. I instantly charge a Dragon Dual Katana UT, and there's a lot of ninjas here. It's just basically a mix of the white ninjas and the claw ninjas. The archers in this one aren't like the ones at the first level where they died in one hit. They are like legitimate white ninjas that just sit back and shoot at you. So, no freak, no quick easy kill, no easy blood rage recovery. So, keep that in mind as you progress through this fight. Take it like you did before. And you should be fine. I'm not looking at the gameplay right now because I am literally just like typing up the next bit. Momiji does a good job again of keeping them off of you, and so you won't be as focused. But once again, she'll kind of interrupt your steel on bone farming. So in this fight, if you can get a steel on bone, go for it. But don't be relying on it to build up and get the OT. I mean, this is not really a fight that we can farm as well as I would have liked to, and it's because of Momiji. Girl, I love your boobs, but like seriously, really frustrating. What else can I really say? I apologize. I should be looking at the video. I get really low on health. Feel free to Nimpo. You can see that they're kind of spawning out of the ground, so it's a really long gauntlet. The The Eclipse Scythe is a great weapon to use in this fight just because of its area of effect and range it has. Do we get mages here? I can't recall if we do. I don't know, by the way, if like the Black Shroud makes a difference on the ninjas or not. I just know that's like, oh, we're being raised from the dead and crap. So I prematurely go for that. Miss a Steel and Bone opportunity, and I get OT. So I'm not farming. I could farm Steel and Bone here. It's not impossible to do so, especially with the Eclipse Sight, but I'm just fudging a lot of opportunities. So I think we're nearing the end of the gauntlet, and then we have to fight Baba once again. And then, so we have the cutscene. I cut a bit out just to get right to the boss fight. Again, I was just like, what do I not absolutely need in this video? And I decided a lot of the cutscenes, they gotta go. So now Baba's here, and this is more just fighting the ninjas and then attacking her wards, because that's totally a weak point. So Momiji shielded herself, and I just man-moded up. Please, you think she's a virgin with a rack like that? Yeah, I'm being extremely inappropriate, but I feel obligated to. Which reminds me, I totally need to like do the chapter. I need to play as Momiji and the other one. And by the way, that's what she said. It hurts. You can definitely tell that this game has no such thing as sexual overtones. So, yeah, I haven't even played as Momiji in this game. I know we play Ayane twice because of the story mode. I haven't done chapter challenge like at all. I get a bomb to the face. I haven't played, I think it was Katsumi. Don't murder me for that. I just don't know my backstory, like at all. I can't remember. It's the redhead ninja, so I gotta try her out. And boom, we just clear out this like one ninja wave, and then we just attack the wards. Use whatever weapon you kind of want. I mean, you should be able to kill it in this one burst. This is kind of like just what we're expecting to do. And then you do get a Steel and Bone attack it, I think, right here. I drop an ultimate on it, because I'm like, I can! And rah, rip right through it, so it really hurts her. We fly. And then I think, yep, and then we got the kunai wall climb. I mean, this boss fight, it's fairly straightforward. The only part is like the last thing you have to do. So anyways, little tentacles spawn out of her and try to hit you, so you gotta just juke them. Fairly simple to do. I'm spamming triangle as she's trying to hit me, so I get away. Don't know what you're supposed to do in that fight. Apparently you're supposed to shoot an arrow at it or something, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. So this is, I think it's this particular one. No, right here, Momiji, you and Momiji just rip it right into. And we basically like cut off her arm by cutting a ward. So this one on the shoulder is by far like the hardest one to deal with just because of the gauntlet that you have to fight. So we get some of like the souped up spike demons. You can tell that they're different color. These are the hard enemy types. First time I've seen these guys was in normal playthrough in the last mission. So I don't know what the real difference is. It's just different coloring tends to mean they're a little more, they're definitely more durable in this fight. So this took me several takes to do, but this is the winning take. So you claw them up. Momiji helped out a lot in this wave, and then Baba begins to shoot like purple blasts at you. So I take cover behind this tree at first. Then Momiji will begin to shield for you after this wave. So it's more of the mage ninjas, it's more of these guys. So a lot of ranged harass, a lot of distractions. So. And they tended to get a lot of attacks in. Falcon Talons are working really well for me in this particular fight. I'm comboing well. I'm still knocking a lot of them. Now you can see Momiji begins to shield for you, but you can't do anything because you see, look, she's shielding for you, and then she gets hit by a tentacle thing. So I get like no damage in on it. So now we have to deal with these tentacles coming out of the ground, and so we gotta claw at them real fast and kill them. And then we just gotta, once again, keep kind of cutting up at these demons. And this is completely nonsensical fight. Like, I have no idea what the hell is going on. Like, wait, why are we fighting right here? Like, I know Bob was throwing magic stuff, and is that what's going on? But either way, so. Claw that up. Gotta deal with the last mage. And this is where, like, the fight gets a little difficult, because now I gotta claw at this thing. But Momiji takes a second to get her shield up, and when she does, now we have the tentacles hitting us, so they actually can have the potential of killing you. I just want to get as much damage in as I can. I'm about to die. I drop a Nimpo. Gives me a decent amount of health. I'm like, why haven't I healed for as much as I should have healed for? What is this bullshit? I don't have to deal with it. So, use whatever weapon you want. I'm just using the Falcon Talons because I'm like, this is really aggressive. It's going to stun lock them a lot. It's going to get really high limb rates on these guys. And the Momiji is once again kind of messing everything up. So once again, it's exposed. So I go for the claw at it. I think I switch over to the Archblade, trying just to see if I do more damage. But it is what it is. So, and I just force it, and I do get the Steel and Bone cut, which opens us up to the last bit of the fight. And all this is some quick time events. I'm like, yeah, I'm immediately like gets bitch slapped. And I'm like, hey, how's your head doing? And that's it. So that's the Baba fight, mainly just wave clear, followed up by just cutting at the wards. Can be a little frustrating, but that is what it is. So I'm skipping the rest. This is day 5 clear. We have a whole lot of karma. I'm showing you my next purchase. I believe I upgraded the lunar staff. At this point, I pick it up to level 2 just because I'm like, I don't want anything else. Could have gotten a Windblades. I do get the Windblades level 2. And I do believe I also pick up the scythe, the lunar staff at level 2. So, and the Kusarigama. I'm like, I don't really need any of these level 3, so I'm going to upgrade them both. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please give the video a like rating if you learned something from it, and I will see you all on day 6. Woo woo!